Hi everyone, in this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how student group officers can create events and track attendance on CATS on campus. Before we jump into the tutorial, executive members want to be sure to often encourage all undergraduate students to have the CATS on campus mobile app so they may have access to all events and their details. Officers will need the app to be able to track attendance and share any follow-ups, create and manage events, and communicate any needs about their events. So now let's jump into how to create an event. So first you'll need to log into CATS on Campus using your Northwestern credentials, and it'll take you to this home page. From there, you can select this group page, and I'm going to be using student orgs and activities as an example to create this event. From there, we click this add button here, and we click create your next great event. So now you're on this event creation form, and then here's where you'll enter all the key details like your event name. So let's say game night. And you can add trivia at Norris. You can add the event type, which you can only add one here, but then you can also add things like tags, and you can select multiple tags. And this part's important because it kind of shows your attendees the category of event that's taking place. If your event is a meeting, or you can tag it as a meeting, or if it's being funded by a specific grant, say the student activity fee, you can also tag it as, sorry, as an SAFC funded tag. And tags are useful, and you'll see this later on as well. You can add an event coordinator. You can add things like team members, start and end dates, uh, where the event will take place. If the event is virtual, you can put the link here. You could also choose what type of platform you will be using for the event. Photo cover for the event. Be sure to check out the dimensions and create your designs accordingly. You can also add if food will be provided and what kind of food. And then also here on the access and display options, you can design who will be allowed to register. So you could put everyone, or alternatively, it could be like group members only. Regardless of what you choose here, you can also set who can see the event. So everyone can see the event, but only group members would be allowed to register. Now here we have the registration options, or your tickets for your events. You can set when the form will be open and time, things like the attendance limit, RSVPing reminders, display the list of attendees, who you can display those to, feedback request forms, or a survey. Now here are some advanced options. You can add some attendance tracking options here, and we'll go into depth about how we will be tracking attendance. But here you can do things like activate RSVP at the door, whether you want check-in notifications or you want to activate multiple check-ins if there's multiple parts to your events. And then you can see many more of these things. But one of the key highlights here is you can also save this as your event template. So for further events, if they're very similar, you can definitely save this as a template, and it can save you a bunch of time. So now that you're all set up, you want to hit create event. Once you've created your event, you want to head over to events, go to your event, and you want to hit on this manage icon. Here you can see the details of your event, including the times and location, registration options where you have waitlisted or not, when the registration started and ended. But here's where we dive into attendance tracking. And the cool thing is here you'll be able to see the full list of your attendees, and you can filter the view of that list, including by account type, by year of graduation. This is where tags become useful once again, but also by check-in status or checked out status. You can also manually invite attendees here, whether it's by email or mobile push notification. And then there are a couple different ways to track their attendance. One very important way is through what we talked about in our Cats on Campus app. So in our campus app, we would go to our event through this events tab. We can go through it to the calendar, and you want to hit these three dots here. You want to tap on check-in attendees, and you can do these a couple different ways. You can either search by name here and add through here. You can add the number value of the RSVP and hit register to register the person. You can see here attendance by checked in and again by not checked in, and also use this QR code to check and scan people in. You can also track attendance through this Cats on Campus site. You would be hitting the check-in attendees here. And similarly, you can track attendance with your computer, and again by name here. You can go back and self-check-in with the QR code. You can also use this self-check-in kiosk, and it's very similar to tracking attendance with a computer. However, they'll just need to copy this kiosk link and you can swipe. Ultimately, you want to include enough information so your peers know what the event is about and how to join. But that's it. Tagging your events properly and submitting accurate details helps make student life and your events run smoother. So be sure to check out the rest of our tutorial videos for more help on how to navigate Cats on Campus. Thanks for watching.